Good evening, everyone. Hello, Ava. Hey, Stitch. I forgot to switch over to my Just Chatting scene because I'm a professional, don't you know? Only the most premium content here. I still can't drink this tea because it is too hot. I just fogged up my glasses. How's it going? How is it going, everybody? How are we all doing? Hola. I sometimes remember to speak Spanish here. Most of the time, no. Oh, yeah. My moon into the sun. OMG! 25 months.
Guarded Animal just renewed their YouTube membership. Oh, hi, everybody. Sarau 7 love.
I forgot I updated my TTS, so thank you for that. Thank you so much for the 25 months, buddy. I hope you're doing well. Hope everybody's doing well today. Cat is here. And again, sitting right off camera, and I don't have any clearance here to move this anymore because I scooched everything in real tight. But there is a very cute boy sitting in whatever direction this is. I don't remember. My right, maybe. To you, I'm pointing to the other way, which may in fact also be the right. Directions, man. Who needs them? Who needs to navigate anywhere? Honestly, who needs to navigate anywhere? Where are we going anyway? Me? I'm moving to Bristol. I'm so hyped for Bristol. Holy shit. Looking at one-bedroom flats with my mom yesterday, and by that I mean on the internet because I'm not in Bristol right now, even to go flat hunting. And it's just like, there's so many, and they're all like within my price range, which is great. Hey Candle, how you doing? Hope everybody's doing. There is a small boy here. Lots of good people in Bristol, indeed. Small boy. You are the smallest boy, or you're the very, very cute one, oh yes. So, I have some good news and I have some bad news. In fact, I have much good news and much bad news, but I'll start with the bad news first because most of it is resolved by good news. Hooray for good news, am I right? I accidentally exited my music tab. How did I do that? When did I do that? How and when did that happen? I was like, it's gotten real quiet. All I can hear is my own voice and nobody wants that. Also, what is this? What on earth is this? What happened? But what is it? I'm in the wrong account. I'm on my personal YouTube account. I gotta switch back. Only the most professional of content here. Am I right or am I right? Or am I just grievously wrong? Hope everybody's doing well. There we go. Got some music for you. Got some music. Okay, so good news, bad news. I tried to list it all. Don't know if that really worked. But first off, I hate talking about myself because I'm a fucking hot mess, and the last couple of months have definitely thrown that into sharp relief. Especially since I think I've always been one of those people who's... I will say that publicly, I do complain about my problems a lot. The problem is that I actually just don't go into details about what those problems are, so even if somebody did want to help, they can't, because I'm just like, I don't want to tell the details because it's painful. And I'm still not gonna, because it's not anyone else's responsibility to fix my problems but me. That is also something that's been thrown into sharp relief in the last couple of months, because boy, last couple of months, very educational. Jeez. A lot of lessons to be learned in life. And this cat is still sitting here, Toads. You do realize I'm not feeding you for an hour and a half, right? You are aware of this. Boop. Boop. Oh, jeez. Tried to rest my elbow on my desk and I just slipped right off because I also don't have any depth perception. Or peripheral vision, apparently. Okay, the bad news is my anxiety is terrible. He's aware, he just lives in hope. True. We may not be able to fix your problems, but we'll still hold your hand while you figure shit out. Thank you, Ava. But yeah, the bad news is my anxiety is, or at least has been up until recently, quite frankly, crippling. It has been, and I've let it control a lot of my life. And oh, look, a cat, he appeared. He always does that, right? When I'm saying something kind of, I don't know, intense or personal or whatever, he's just like, well, hello there, I'm a cat, to diffuse the situation. He's good at that. But the good news is that I had grief counselling on Wednesday morning, and boy did I need it. And boy, did it teach me something about how to handle anxiety that literal months and years of CBT and occupational therapy and just random psychiatry appointments never could. which is how to handle your anxiety. And this might not work for everybody, but it's been working for me so far, which is quite simply this. Don't be angry with your anxiety. Don't hate it. Don't be mad at it. Because what it really is, at least for me, is a frightened child who is still so scared of everything, of growing up, of facing the fact that life is not good. And yes, that is frightening. But don't be mad at it. It's no point. It's just going to make it worse. What you got to do is reassure it. Tell it that it's okay. And even if it's not okay, that it will be, and that is so okay. It's so okay that things aren't okay. And I know that's such a backwards way of putting it, but there's literally no point just sitting and dwelling on things that may or may not make a difference. Yes, it might turn out bad, but it's something I keep seeing around the internet is you have survived 100% of your problems so far. So chances are you can survive whatever else is thrown at you. It will probably hurt, but you will be okay. And I saw that quote again today, which is, life will make you happy, but first it will make you strong. And there's a lot of truth in that. I just still don't think I can drink this yet. I'm always wary about mint tea because no milk in it to drop the temperature. So I definitely spent some day in the last week or so with a burnt tongue all day because I generally start my day with mint tea. I'm having it now because I don't know the logic behind this. I had very spicy dinner and I'm just like, yes, mint tea will help. Yeah, it does. But it's also like really true. Because life isn't fun. It can be, it has its moments. But every life that we have is a learning curve. And it's like things that we've got to get through and we've got to process. And largely, in a lot of cases, we have to do that by ourselves. And that by itself is terrifying. And by ourselves, I mean, yes, we can have our friends that surround us and they can reassure us and give us hugs when we need them. But we got to put the work in ourselves. And that's something that has been thrown into sharp relief with me in the last couple of months. Because and that's the other thing, is that my anxiety was so bad that it was making problems out of nothing. And it doesn't help in the last few months alone. I've had to deal with it quite a lot. With quite a lot. With, like, especially a couple of things that I've not experienced before, grief being one of them. I've lost grandparents. But losing a child, even though she wasn't my child, is huge. And I think a lot of the problems I've been facing have been me blowing other things out of proportion because they're easier to deal with than that. And it's crazy for me to think that it's only just been 2 months. It feels like it has been... It honestly feels like it's been forever. It feels like it's been years. But it's only been 2 months. And I'm gonna blow on my tea again instead of drinking it because I still don't trust it. The other bad news is that I have trust issues. I have quite severe trust issues. And I've learned that it actually... it very much does matter. Like on gut instinct and things like that. But it also, sadly, doesn't matter. I have trust issues. And I think that's one of the reasons why, when it's shown that I can trust someone, I go overboard with it. And I kind of overwhelm people quite a lot. I have been known to do that. And something I've definitely noticed is that, considering a lot of the problems I now am aware I have, I wasn't aware I had before, I wasn't really able to reciprocate the kind of help that people gave me. Like, I wanted to, but in a lot of ways, I didn't know how. And a lot of other ways, I would shy away from it. I would shut them out. And even now, I'd like to say not so much anymore, but as lately as this past week, I have become so afraid of holding on to people too tight that in trying not to do that, I just full tilt push them away instead. I push back hard in my attempt to not hold on too tight. Which is ironic. It feels kind of ironic. Yeah, and I think a big problem with that, learning to trust again, is that I didn't even know it was a problem. almost 9 years ago, it'll be 9 years. The first week of May this year, it'll be 9 years since I put my trust in someone. And they shattered everything I thought I knew. Everything I thought I understood about the world, about myself. And it wasn't until the last couple months that I realized how much that changed my life. How much I just stopped going anywhere or doing anything or having anything to do with anyone. It just becomes so ingrained that I couldn't untangle that event from me as a person. And I'm still, and I imagine all of us are, and we always will be, because no one can get through life unscathed. That just doesn't happen. I'm almost 30 and I am still very much trying to figure out who I am without, like, with the trust issues, with trying to break free from the trust issues and actually let people in and not overcrowd them. And also who I am just generally, like with my family, the people I've known for years, because something I realized recently is that I talk a lot. I'm one of those people who talks a lot, and at least 2 people who I care about quite a lot aren't big talkers. So, like, when there's like a long silence, I'm just sitting there thinking, I should be saying something. But no, actually, honey, it's perfectly nice and normal to just sit in comfortable silence. It's a broken plate, you can repair it with glue, but it will never be as strong again, and you can still see the cracks. Yeah, oh, hey, boy. I'm gonna be lurking if it's any loss of love. Thank you for the lurk, I appreciate it. Yeah, that one is definitely rude. I was gonna say something else, but I can't remember what it was. Something or other, I'm sure. Oh, hold on. I literally set this up and then completely forgot because I gotta try and manipulate the directions on this thing. Okay. Oh, there was something else. I forget what it is. It comes with anxiety and incessant need to fill the status void with literally anything. And I've been talking to my brother a lot, my little brother JJ, also known as 2099. You may have seen him around. He's a really cool dude. He's actually the person who convinced me to start streaming in the first place, and boy, was that a life changer. It's also done wonders for my confidence. Hello? But yeah. Enjoy the shadows, boy. Yeah, my brother, he doesn't talk a lot, but I've been talking to him a lot. as I do. And he's one of the people I've been close to at least for the past 15 years. Not so much before that, because he was kind of a little... Yeah, he's my younger brother. Yeah, he's 2 years younger than me. To be honest, I'm not good with ages. Sometimes I don't even remember my own age. I'm only, like, just aware of my own birthday. I'm pretty sure he was born in December sometime. Can't say that for sure. But yeah, we've been talking a lot lately because we've both been going through shit the last couple of months because, of course, he lost his niece too. And I remember telling him that I've been becoming quite aware that I'm actually quite clingy, and he just went, like, he'd never, like, freely admitted it before, but I think he was just waiting for me to acknowledge it, and he just went, oof, oh boy, yeah, you are. And I was just like, I was like, thinking, why didn't you tell me this? And I was like, okay, it's hurting me now, having admitted it, and him just agreeing with me, so if he'd just come out and told me that, I would not have taken it very well, but it is the truth. I am quite clingy. I don't mean to be. It's just like, it's such a crazy thing for me to actually have somebody stick around that I do not know how to react to it, and so I just go into some kind of crazy mode. I don't know what it is. Trying to fix that. Sort that. At least address it in some way. One of these days I'm gonna fix this camera up. I wish there was a good way of doing this. I don't know how to do that. I hate this camera. I just don't know where to point it, because why can't the cat just stay still? Well, you can't get rid of me at the very least. I'm glad. Look at your baby. Yeah. And there's another thing I've noticed is that even if people say that to me, it's not that I don't believe them. It's that, Toby, it's that, there is just, it's probably, again, just anxiety, which I am attempting to address, yes. Cute boy. Very cute boy. Get your butt out of the way, please, thank you. Is that, it will get to a point, hi Tobes, Tobes wishes to bestow comfort. I'm pretty sure that's not what he wishes. Oh, he's shedding his winter coat like crazy. There's just cat fur everywhere. Yeah, it's not that I don't believe people, it's that I always... It's like anytime I, like, talk to them, there's a part of me that's saying, okay, this will be the last time. This will be the last time they'll put up with me. And I'm trying to get rid of that because it's not fair. It's not fair on anyone. It's not fair on me. It's not fair on them for me to act under this impression. Or even to really believe any part of it, because it's probably not true. I mean, gee, sometimes... It also goes back to the I talk too much thing, and a lot of people that I talk to don't talk all that much. So when I say something and they don't reply, I'm just like, oh, they hate me. Which is ridiculous, because, hello, they have lives. And it's also like, it's like either they're sick of me or I'm just annoying them. Which isn't fair or true. And I actually had to, like, pep talk myself today. Be like, this is ridiculous. Stop being this way. It's fine. If it wasn't fine. I think that is the point, is that if it wasn't fine, they'd tell me. I've had a lot of friendships where they haven't told me. Where they have just put up with me. And then it's got to a point where they're like, okay, I'm fucking sick of this, I'm done. And I wouldn't really have had any hint, because I don't pick up on hints, that they were getting sick of me. So now it's sort of just like ingrained in my brain that I'm just annoying people. Definitely don't talk enough, really. I have messages that I know I haven't replied to for a week or more, and the anxiety of responding isn't fun. Yeah, because that's the other side of it. Sometimes I leave messages for like hours, days, sometimes a week, because I'm just like, oh, I just don't want to tackle this right now. And I think the last thing I'd want is for the person I'm messaging to be like, hey, I'm sorry if I'm annoying you. It's like, you're not, just give me a minute. See, that's another thing I've noticed, is that I've found difficulty, like, putting myself in other people's shoes. Which is, it's like, it's really a weirdly difficult thing to be both self-aware, but also to be aware of the people around you and what they might be thinking and feeling. Because, as I say, a lot of the people I talk to don't talk all that much because they're quite private people, and that's fine. My brain goes, oh, I missed out to respond to that in a minute. Cut to 5 days later. Yeah, I think sometimes for me, it falls into 2 categories. 1, don't reply for like 5 days. Or 2, reply immediately and then wonder why they don't reply to me immediately. Usually it's because I talk too much. I do the talking of the too much. But the irony is that anyone I talk to probably doesn't think it's too much. They think, oh, that's just Sarah. She just talks a lot. And it's fine. She just talks a lot. But yeah, some people don't. And that's fine. I'm also that person who will fully expect to message someone after noticing nothing for 6 months of no contact and that everything will be exactly the same as it was. The thing is, sometimes it does work out that way. Tobes, please just stay still. Please just be a still boy. There. I'll either reply instantly or in 3 to 5 business days. It depends on what mode my brain is in. Exactly. I'm notoriously bad at responding to messages. Yeah, I think that's the thing, is that most people are. And then there's the kind of people you sort of like reply to immediately. And then, of course, me, I just sit around anxiously waiting for them to respond, and then I'm just like, wait a minute, I have a life, I can go do something else. I think that is part of my problem, is that I do think too much. I talk a lot, and that's fine, but I think way too much, and to prove it, I'm wearing my Just Let Me Overthink It t-shirt. I bought this specifically because it was funny at the time and kind of accurate, but now it's sort of painfully accurate. I'm wearing it ironically. Generational thing. When I was growing up, communicating via the internet wasn't a thing, so I wasn't expected to be instantly available at all. I need that shirt. I'll see if I can find a link to it. It was on Grindstore, I think. This is a cat. And he's annoying me. He's been very annoying, like, the last couple days. You're right, Tobes. Oh my goodness. So handsome. I think it's because I've been quite frustrated the last few days, so I haven't given him as many cuddles as I would like. Because, boy, that was just my first point of good news, or bad news versus good news. I have so many. I can't wait for me to annoy us. Hot tip, don't respond to them meowing, like, at all. Do not do it. Don't move. Don't, like, wave them away. Don't shush them. Don't say, what is it, sweetheart? Don't do it, because then they will think that they can meow for absolutely everything at any time of day or night. Constantly. Don't do it. Don't respond. Don't fall for it. Okay. Okay. The bad news is, I'm just going to go through a cycle of these. That one took way longer than I thought it would, but considering the context of it, I guess that kind of makes sense. Cat's gone again. For goodness sake. The bad news is I left my tablet at my parents' house. There'll be a few of these. The good news is my mum brought it back yesterday. Yes, that is a thing. Me said, meow, me. Nothing. Even gorgeous boy would. Yeah, that's kind of how I envisioned it would go. But yeah, like, don't baby them. I did that with Tobes and now he doesn't shut up. I am really trying my best to not respond to him when he meows. It's difficult. Because half the time I'm just like, oh, what's up, sweetheart? But the other times I'm just like, oh my gosh, will you please shut up? I think my favourite one is when he will just go and scream in my bathroom. I don't even know what he wants in there. He just goes in there and screams. Okay. Toby, stop scratching up my curtains. Stop scratching up my curtains, boy. Oh my goodness, so cute. He's very cute. He scratches up my curtains a lot. I don't know why he started doing this. He's also started... Oh, hello. I'm a very cute man. He's also started doing this thing where he'll sit up on my shelves over there. And he'll just, like, hook his one of his claws in my neck curtains, and then the claw's still in the curtain, just be cleaning that paw. So he's like moving the curtains with it, and I'm just be like, what you doing? Why are you doing that? Why have you started doing that? Just in the last couple of days. Toby, you're very cute. Cute boy. The bad news is... the bad news is, well, I blew out all the power in my flat on Thursday night. Fun! So I got home from my parents on Thursday afternoon. Yeah, I don't think you sent me the newest pictures of him. You sent me, just the one the other day. But I would love to see new pictures of him. But yeah, I blew out the power. Yeah, that was insane. All the power went out. It was my first, like, I got back from my parents, like, hours earlier. Had kind of just a chill afternoon, had some juice, read some of my book, and then it was like, okay, I've got astronomy tonight, I've got to get ready to do that. And so, okay, I'll have dinner now, put leftovers in the microwave, 2 minutes, full power, it's fine. Okay, time for a cuppa, my first cup of the day since getting home, and just as it finished boiling, like after the little thing had flicked up, I was like, okay, I'll switch it off at the wall, because I always switch things off at the wall when I'm done using them. The thing fucking sparked, which was very frightening, and then all of my power went out. which was very, it was so, I was just stood there just like stunned for a good 2 minutes, just like, what do I do? Well, it was the one from the other day. It was yeah, Miso was adorable. If I still had a Discord server, I'd have to get to post a picture in there. But I'm not doing Discord. Oh, that was the other thing I wanted to say is, guys, I am so sorry to anybody in chat whose Discord servers I was a member of. I may have left all of them just because I'm stupid and make silly, impulsive decisions when yeah, that's the thing. The bad news is I left all my Discord servers. The good news is I also think I kind of needed to, because I definitely need to practice a thing called separation, which is when I'm having a slight upset, it goes back to the anxiety thing, and also the fact that I feel everything a lot. I just need to, like, step the fuck away from my PC and go for a fucking walk. But I also just need to detach from the internet and the amount of places where I can just... I don't know, I think I just need fewer places where I vent, which, apologies to some of my friends. Most of the time, I just need to get away. I just need to take a fucking step back if I'm getting... Oh, I also have some new sound alerts, one of which is if ever I'm getting tilted about anything. You can just type !relax into chat. It almost certainly will not actually calm me down, but will at least give me enough of a jolt to be like, okay. So I can just... Oh, it's on a cooldown, I'm afraid. Some of them are on cooldown, some of them aren't. I haven't fixed that yet. Oh, yeah. It's a good song. It's a good fucking song. I have not listened to it in a long time. It's actually one of the first sound alerts I ever made, but was trying to... I didn't know how to do the sound alert chat commands until like 2 weeks ago, so it's just been sitting in my sound alerts folder for like 2.5 years. Yeah. So it'll just give me enough of a jolt to be like, why am I mad about this? This is stupid. Especially if it's just like in a video game. So, yeah. Yeah, I'm glad you enjoy that. I also got a couple of others, although I'm struggling to remember what they are. I've added a couple of new counters, including a death counter for when I die in games, because I do that a lot, because only the most premium of content and dying here. Oh yes, indeed. Also my spook, which will probably also be triggered by the relax thing, because it's not very relaxing, and it probably will take me by surprise. Also got a new tip sound alert, which you can test if you would like. But I rewatched something recently, and if you get where it's from, I will be so ding-dang happy.
Rebellions are built on hope.
Babigo Ulgames just invited M-Canleri to become a Skayitubi. Babigo Ulgames gifted a tier unsu to M-Canleri. This is their first gift sub in the channel.
That was a lot of words I did not understand, but thank you, Ava, so much for gifting Candle a sub. I appreciate it very, very much. Might turn down the TTS a little bit, but we shall see. There is a cat, and he's very cute, and I've forgotten what I was talking about. I frequently forget what I was talking about. And there are the alerts. I should actually redo that because they're not actually all of the alerts, they're just the chat commands. And it's also not up to date. I'm gonna... Toby, why are you here right now? You talked about relaxing the tip alert. Thank you. Yeah, new tip alert. There's also some other things which I've immediately forgotten. Hold on. Toby. You're not doing anything. It's just that my trying to use my wrist, I'm like right over his tail, which you can kind of see, and he is not happy about it. But Tobes, you are sitting here. You know this is where my mouse is. This is your fault. This is entirely your fault, boy. Okay. Toby, I can't see my keyboard. Thank you. Right.
Be a good guy. Don't be a good guy. I don't care.
Worst advice ever.
I fucking love the fact that if I trigger that, it actually plays the first one. It actually plays the first one on there. That's nuts. This is a cute boy. Toby once again taking over my stream. But yeah, they're all the... I think so. Yeah, I think they're all... Yeah, they're all the sound alerts that are currently available. And some of them used to be on my extension, which aren't anymore. Some of them used to be on channel points, which aren't anymore. This is a very annoying boy. It's like when they swish their tail against your arm, get mad that you're touching them, so their tail swishes more. Yep, cats, man. They're so silly. They are the silliest, but they're also the freaking cutest. But yeah, my power went out. That was crazy. That's the first thing that's broken in my flat, and I've been here almost 5 years, so that's not bad. And it wasn't even the flat, it was my kettle. They were able to come out and fix it really fast, which is good. They're on like a 24-hour thing, because, geez, I would not have wanted to spend a night in this flat with no power. I say that like I haven't done it before, because power cuts around here are kind of frequent, but even so, I didn't really want to. Not in the middle of winter, geez. Yeah, they did. Oh, it's actually, I think it's like an island thing, because the housing association that I rent from, they're a little bit pricier than you might expect, and that is entirely because, like, all, like, flat repairs is included in my rent. So I don't have to pay for repairs. I'd have to like pay to repair my washing machine or something like that, but if it's in the flat, if it's like my gas boiler or something, I don't have to pay for it. It's covered by my rent, which is dead useful. And they have like a 24-hour emergency line. Like if I call my housing association out of hours, it redirects to the emergency repairs. And so they're able to see me within an hour. And I was still able to go to astronomy, which was really, really good, because I was a bit wary at first. I thought that maybe they wouldn't get here in time and I wouldn't be able to go. But I did. And I kind of flubbed it because nobody became a member and I'm a membership secretary. I flubbed it, but I was doing a stress. Fucking hell, Tobes. I actually like spent like the first 20 minutes after it happened sitting there wondering if I'd been electrocuted, and I would just like... Surely I would know. Like, surely I would know if I'd been shocked. Like, that isn't something that even I would be able to miss. It would generally take so long for us to get anyone out here. Yeah, but you guys are quite remote. Ooh. But I think that's, like, also being remote is that, aside from, like, some maybe, like, home repairs that you need, you wouldn't really... If you're hit by the main electricity, you would definitely know about it. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. But yeah, it was my kettle that did it. It blew out the plug socket. Socket got replaced, but there was no, other than the burn marks, there was no like obvious like wire damage behind the socket, but there was a ton on the plug for the kettle. So, jeez. Come on. I know you're not out of battery. But I think my camera might be pissed from how many times I've had to switch it on and off again. Like it's a guest star in an episode of IT Crowd. Yeah, luckily it was just the kettle. I think it was partially my fault because I think it might have been too close to the wall and there might have been steam build up that had got in and just fucked about with it a little bit. Electric kettles also very high power, so I'm not surprised it was that. They can pull kilowatts when they're struggling. Yeah, the thing is, it was quite an expensive kettle and it wasn't that old, which is a bit annoying. But it might have just been a fault with that brand. I don't know. Or maybe I just use it too much. Maybe I should cut back on how many hot drinks I drink, because I definitely drink hot drinks more than any other kind of drink, because it's too fucking cold around here to drink cold drinks. House down the road burnt down because of faulty wiring. Oh, yeah. Luckily, if it had been, I think they would have just been like, alright, you can't stay here. And then I would have had to go back home again to my parents. And I'm just like, well, at least I'll be able to get my tablet back. But yeah, that happened. That was a thing that happened. And I called up Housing Association, redirected, and they were just like, have you flipped the breakers? And I was just like, I don't even know how to do that. I don't know how to do that. Can you tell me how to do that? And they tried, and there was this one switch that I couldn't actually flip. It was really like stiff, so I was like, I'm just gonna leave that alone. And when the guy came over, he was like, oh yeah, you gotta flip all the ones next to it, then flip it. And I was just like, well, boy, am I glad I didn't try by myself then, because that would have been bad. But yeah, so the bad news is my kettle died. And I was without a hot water bottle that night. It was -2 degrees. I just got my extra blanket in. But the good news is I bought a new kettle yesterday. It's not as good, but I say it's not as good. I mean, it's not as good a brand or as good as a make or whatever. But at least it's functional and it boils water. And that's all I really want from a kettle. Okay. So, I could come stay with you. You're a bit remote from me. I'd have to get several planes or boats, unfortunately. One island to the big island, out to the other big island, and maybe another island. I don't know where you live. This is not your cue to tell me where you live. All I know is that it's Ireland. Okay, so the good news is I got a drawing tablet. The bad news is... Okay, good news is I got a drawing tablet. Yeah, gone on my parents' head, we would have just met up with them at astronomy and then come home again. The good news is that I got a drawing tablet. It's back there. And an Irish island, that's where you're going to go on stream. And that's fair. Nobody needs to tell me where they live. Like, geez, no. Keep all your personal information to yourselves. Honestly, if you start sharing personal information, I will probably have to ban you because you shouldn't be doing that anywhere. Okay. Well, I say anywhere. Anywhere public. Good news is I got a drawing tablet. And a stylus. It's XP pen. Sure, that's what it is. And the good news is it works. Okay, the good news is it turns on. And I hooked it up to my PC and got it like sorted, wearing monitors and etc. The bad news, I'm going to look and play Overwatch. Enjoy your lurk and enjoy Overwatch. Hope you have fun. The bad news is... when I try to use the pen on the drawing tablet, it just clicks on everything on my primary monitor instead. I don't know how to fix that. I don't even know where to start with that. It's Overwatch fun is very much optional. This is true. It depends who you're playing with, I suppose. I played by myself once. But I was also on voice call with a friend, so it was like I wasn't really focusing that much on it. And every other time I played it, I was playing it with people I liked. So, but yeah, I have a drawing tablet. I would love to use it. That sounds like Windows is picking up as an input in a fucky way. It certainly does. That is how I would describe it. And I don't know how to fix that. I do not know how to fix that. But otherwise, I would love to. I would love to do a drawing stream sometime with a drawing tablet, but I don't know how. I mean, there are some things I can do for art stream without a drawing tablet, but the drawing tablet would make a lot of it very much easier. And the annoying thing is, I don't think it was on this PC though, I think it was on my old laptop, is that I did successfully set up the same drawing tablet. And then I just sort of stopped drawing, so I gave the tablet back to my older brother, who had lent it to me. And I finally was like, he's getting back into art again, so I was like, I'll ask him for it back. And he was like, sure, take it, here's the stylus. And now I'm plugging it into my PC and I don't like it. I do not like it, I don't like it at all. Yeah, I just don't know how to fix that. I do not know. I remember I had Brave up and it was just clicking on all my bookmarks and I'm just like, I was using that page. Yeah. Okay, so here's another thing. I'm not sure if this is good news, bad news, but it is something I do need to talk about. It's possible that it hasn't just been the last few months, and in fact just for like, since I started streaming, but many of my regulars may have noticed that my schedule changes all the damn time. All the time. I'm always trying to stream more or having to stream less because I've tried to stream more, and I think a lot of why I've been trying to stream a lot lately might actually be something of a coping mechanism, which I'm not like super happy with. And so, cat, don't fucking headbutt my microphone, boy. And so, I am cutting my stream days down to Saturdays, Sundays, and Tuesdays at 7:30 p.m. GMT. Saturdays I'm not giving up because I'm starting to fucking hate Saturdays because I get hit by imposter syndrome like an absolute crazy pants McGee and I hate it. So, and I don't have anything else to do with my Saturday nights because I don't have a life. I don't go outside. I have friends, but I often don't like talking to them. I guess it depends on the friends. I find IRL friends kind of difficult. I think I much prefer on the other side of the country / the world friends. I'm not even sure why. Maybe it's because I can just end stream and then not have to talk to any of you again. I'm kidding. I think it's just, I don't know. People, they're difficult. Blah. That got away with me. That was not the goal of this thread of topic. Okay. They can be overwhelming, especially my IRL friends, because one of them is a hypochondriac just like me, and I do not like that. I do not like the fact that most of what we talk about is just being ill, because that fucks up my hypochondria even more. I'm not a fan of that. And another one of my IRL friends is extremely high energy, and I can only see her maybe once every 6 weeks, if even that, because she's just a lot. I love her, but she is a lot. Leaving social situations without actually saying goodbye. I gotta master that. I do have to master that. I wasn't certain I was going to talk about this, and I'm still not entirely sure. But this past Tuesday, some of you may be aware of this past Tuesday in regards to myself, because I had a bit of a... Well, that was when I left all my Discord servers, and it was kind of... I completely blew it out of proportion, because I always do. But what got me about Tuesday's stream is that it was just... I don't even know what it was. It was fine, I guess. But I think what got me is that for the first time in over 2 years of streaming, that by the end of the stream, literally nobody was there. And I mean nobody. And that was the first time I think I have ended a stream in over 2.5 years when nobody said goodbye. Not a single person was there. And probably what happened is that a lot of people are just going AFK, or they were just lurking, or they just got distracted by something else. And that's fine, that happens. But for some reason it just really got to me. And I'm not sure what this actually has to do with anything else except for the fact that we all left that social situation without saying goodbye. The Irish farewell. I think it just goes back to the fact that streaming is a lot harder than people think. I'm sorry, I do be a hefty lurker, so I often come back to a tab and I'm in a totally different stream. I do that too, honestly. And I've actually been practicing the art of lurking in people's streams without telling them that I'm there. I'm not sure if that's a good thing or not. I don't know. I don't think it really matters, because if they don't know that I'm there, they're not gonna miss me when I'm gone or something like that. I don't know. And don't apologize, Stitch. It's really, like, it's not something that's anybody's fault. It's nothing to be sorry for or anything like that. It was just really weird. And I don't know what I think most of the time. That's part of the problem, is that my thoughts just run riot. And I think what gets me the most is that also streaming can be a hugely taxing thing on the old mental health and stuff like that. Yeah, because it's just like, it was just one stream stacked against dozens, if not hundreds of others, where it was just like, nobody's here. I get very anxious when I'm live if chat gets quiet. I tend to start beating myself up about it very quickly. Yeah, it was kind of like that. It's like, am I so boring that everybody just left? Like, that was what my brain kept telling me, is that they just got bored and left. And the thing is, that stream was kind of boring. I tried to play Moonlighter, which I didn't like. I thought I did. I actually specifically tested it and thought, okay, I can get through the tutorial and I can play it. But it's also like, nothing about this game is actually grabbing me. So, not playing that again. And that's the other thing, is that I want to, like, I am caught between trying to, like, competently and professionally show you guys games that you may yourself enjoy. It's always going to be people having stuff to do. Yeah, exactly. Like, it was just so silly for me to just latch onto that and that was, like, the eye-opener. It's like, I am getting so mad about this. And it's not even a thing. Like, what am I actually mad about? Am I actually boring? No, because I've had some really, really good streams lately. Lots of people showing up and having a good time. But yeah, that was the eye-opener where it was just like, I'm getting mad about this. And it's like... And there was a moment where I was just like, I just need to go. I do just need to disconnect. I do just need to leave people alone. Which was a bit of a jump. But that's also something I'm attempting to work on. Toby, stop chewing on the fairy lights! But yeah, I'm caught between... No, to be honest, he's only done that twice that I've seen. I sort of just leaned round and he was just like... I saw him sort of like nosing at the wires again, and the moment he saw me, he just went... Toby, no chewing on the fairy lights. But yeah, I'm caught between trying to, like, professionally and competently show you guys some video games. But that kind of clashes with the fact that I'm a goober. I'm a doofus who plays video games and not very well. I'm not good at video games. I shouldn't be trying to be like, hey, why don't you check out this game that I suck at? I can't give you a fair, like, look at a game if I'm not any good at it. And I'm not good at Moonlighter. And I should have realized that from the test when I did the tutorial, but I was just like, it'll probably be fine. And it was just like, no, not really. It was just, And granted, learning curve. I'm not doing that again. I will test games. And boy, am I glad I did test games, because I tested Shank earlier, and Shank doesn't fucking work. It doesn't fucking work. It says, like, when you start it up. By the way, Shank, there is a good 30-second cutscene at the start of that game that you cannot skip, and it plays every time you open the game. And 2, it says, highly recommended that you use your Xbox controller. My Xbox controller literally only works on the menus, and literally none of the buttons do anything in-game. Not a one. And the control scheme on keyboard, I hate it. It's awful. And oh my god, the tutorial is such garbage. I feel like 95% of streamers who game aren't exceptional or even particularly good at the games. People are here to watch someone for their personality and yeah, exactly. I think I follow one person here for his skill at gaming in total and a couple hundred others because they're fun and entertaining. Exactly. Like, I keep trying to be this professional, but I'm not. That's the joke. That's why it's premium content, because it's just stupid garbage. It's just stupid funny garbage. That's what I bring to the table. I am not a professional. And the fact that I keep trying is just like, why am I doing this? I don't know what I am, but competence is not it. Like, I have friends who are like ridiculously good at games. Like, they will 100% a game in like 2-3 days. And I'm just like, that is incredible. I love that for you. I can't do that. I've also noticed I don't like playing games in my spare time. I say like that I've also noticed that. That's something I've always kind of known. I've tried playing stuff off stream lately. Some of it works. It worked better when I had Discord, when I had a Discord server and I would screen share in there and at least somebody would be watching. For me, video gaming is a social thing. I cannot do it by myself. I don't like doing it by myself. I would much rather be doing other things by myself, like reading or journaling or knitting my patches for my quilt or watching YouTube videos or movies or something like that. Going for walks. Like, gaming for me is very much a social thing. Like, if I can't hang out, like, I'll play games with my brother when I'm at his place. Like, we would sometimes just take turns playing Just Cause 2 and just listening to music and just talking about shit. Like, that is fun for me. But I can't play these things by myself. It's not that I think it is kind of... I was talking to someone recently. I know exactly who it is, but for some reason I feel like name-dropping people is just kind of rude. And it's like, sometimes I can't even watch movies by myself. Because it's like, I have to watch them with another person, because if I'm just by myself, there is nothing stopping me from literally going off and doing something completely different. Like, the movie will still be on, but I am no longer watching it. It is just background noise. And half the time, not taking it in at all. So I have to watch things with other people, otherwise I'm not watching it. But I also have to watch things with subtitles on with other people because, well, I'm with another person, and we all know how that goes. Outside of Zelda, I really don't feel like I'm notably good at games. I just enjoy making them silly or chaotic. I have a lot of game music in here for games that I haven't played that much. Also, for games that I haven't played at all and probably never will. But yeah, FTL is a good game that I will honestly probably never play again. It was fun, but I wasn't very good at it. But then I'm not good at anything, but it also got kind of frustrating because it's also a roguelike, which I usually like, but it got a bit repetitive. The soundtrack, however, is fantastic. Also, no shade on anybody who plays FTL. I definitely see the appeal, it's just not for me. But yeah, I'm finding a lot of games just not for me. And now back to the Shank tutorial, because boy, if you haven't played Shank, the tutorial is an absolute fucking hot mess. Instead of telling you what button to press, it just shows the associated picture of Shank doing the thing, but not the button press. You have to go into the options menu, which is subdivided, by the way. Exactly. But exactly, what do they do? I'm gonna have to have a fucking print-off sheet, which I'm referring to, in a fast-paced beat-em-up, to actually know what the hell I'm doing, or what I'm pressing, and it's like, press all these buttons for combos, but it's not buttons it's showing me, it's just doodles of the main character, in place of the buttons. Like, dude, that is not helpful. I don't know why you thought that was helpful. I guess why you could see it as stylistic, but it's also fucking stupid and not helpful. Ben Prunty's the composer, he's great. Also, the Subnautica soundtrack. I don't remember the Subnautica soundtrack. In fairness, I'm playing Daggerfall with a notepad open for keyboard shortcuts, but it's a PC game for the 90s. Yeah, I think I was lurking in one of your streams the other day. Yes, I think I was. I vaguely remember that. Yeah, and that's the other thing. I've got like a ton of retro games, but I know for certain that I'm not gonna know how to play. Because I do feel like I have been quite spoiled for some of my game choices. Like, growing up, I would just play FPSs like Halo, AVP2, yeah, for some reason I thought I missed out a letter or something there. And, like, I can't remember what else actually. Or stuff like Zoo Tycoon and Freelancer. And they're not terribly complex to play. Anything that has like a different control scheme, I'm lost. I will attempt to learn it, but I also know that there isn't a freaking hope in heck. Not a chance. I'm just like, nah. Which is why I will almost certainly never actually play a Souls-like game. Because it's all like, press RT to do power attack. And I'm just like, can't I just press X like a normal game? I say normal. Like a game, like other games. Like games that aren't hard. Something that my chat had to remind me of with older games. They relied hard on people reading the physical manuals. That's what I was thinking with, when I was going on a tirade about, I've already forgotten the name of the game. Oh, it's written right there. Shank. Is that, if you're going to do a different control scheme, like, I realised that hard copies would have had it all in the accompanying manual. But on stuff like Steam, they do not display the control scheme on the store page. They should. And whether or not it's rebindable. So probably they do say if it's rebindable, but like the default control scheme that they have, whether it is standard or non-standard, it should be displayed on the store page. So people will know if they're even capable of playing it before they buy it. Toby, do you mind not hitting me in the face with your tail? You're very cute. This is a very cute boy. And he's on my mouse again. Hey, Toby. You know, it's even stuff like games I've played more recently. Like, I'm gonna actually have to look at my Steam library for reference because I'm old and tired. Oh, I've completed a lot of games. That's quite nice. Actually, I don't know. What kind of games? Most of them are actually pretty standard. In fact, most of the ones I've completed are either just first-person shooters or hidden object games. But yeah, most of them like follow a pretty standard button layout for control schemes. And then you've got like... I think what it was for Shank was arrow keys to move, and then like left control to attack, left shift to do another attack, and then maybe left alt to do another attack. And it's like, I don't even know where my fingers are. I hate using keyboard and mouse, honestly, for video games these days, because that is way too many buttons. Like, way too many buttons. And those three, I'm going to be hitting the Windows key. How many times am I going to be hitting the Windows key trying to get those three buttons? Who mapped that? I don't know. The thing is, they had a controller control scheme, but of course my controller didn't fucking work. It was plugged in, I tested it, and it worked on the menus, just not in-game. Shank, with all due respect, what the fuck? And then, of course, it goes back to the fact that the tutorial in-game wasn't even the buttons, it was just the pictures associated with the buttons in the menu, that if I wanted to know what they meant, I'd have to check and memorize. And it was like, use combos, and I'm just like, what? Like, I like beat 'em ups, they're fun, they're fast-paced, I'm good with fast-paced, but that was nuts. Why didn't the controller work? Still don't get that. Oh, my throat. I've been talking a lot. How long have we been going? Oh, okay. My tea has gone cold. That's what happens. That's what happens with mint tea. It's either too hot or it's already going cold by the time I get to it. Cute boy. He's back. Doing cute things. Mostly just sitting there annoying me. Hi, cute boy. Hi. This is a very sweet man. Oi. What a handsome boy. So fuzzy. So fuzzy. Oh, but yeah, reducing my schedule again because I need to. And as much as I love streaming, I do need to actually get away from my desk and do other things. I finally started knitting again today. I stopped for the longest time because first I injured my eye again. Good job, me. And then I got my new glasses, and that plus the recovering eye was just like a whole lot of eye strain. And then I was getting stress headaches, and then I was getting headaches because I was waking up too hot because it's suddenly getting warmer again. But nah, fuck it. I want to do word searches again as well. I want to do stuff again, which is a hell of a thing to say. I just want to do stuff again. I want to do more varied stuff, not outdoor stuff. Screw the outdoors. I only go out there when I have to. And I also want to write again. I miss story stuff. I haven't done D&D in months, but that's because my DM has gone back to college, which is great because... Oh, I'm so happy she's gone back to college. It was all she wanted. She, like, stopped streaming to go back to college. No, wait. Yeah, she stopped streaming to go back to college, and then she had to drop out of college for personal reasons. But those are sorted now, and she's back in college again. I'm so happy for her. But yeah. Yeah, I'm so fucking happy for her. I was so chuffed when she was like, I'm going back to college. I was like, yes! So it'd been like 2 years, and I'm just like, it was almost like, it felt like it was never gonna happen. It was so long, but no, she's back, and I'm so great. It's so fucking happy for her. But that also means no D&D for a while, which... I was sort of using D&D as a placeholder while my brain and my fibro was just fucking up to substitute story stuff. And then everything went wrong in December. And then every time I thought about doing story stuff, because, fun fact, all of my stories are about loss and grief. Which is ironic considering it's not really something I'd experienced before. They're also all about love and relationships, which are also things I've not experienced before, but I have a very vivid imagination. And so during December and January, and much of this month, any time I thought about doing story stuff and having to tackle those things again, I could just feel my head splitting just at the idea of delving back into that. But you know, I miss my characters. I miss Molly and Felipe. I feel like I haven't talked to them in months, which I haven't really. And I need to get on with that. And I've also realised that after The Woman in the Brown Coat launches in November, I don't think I'm publishing anything else. Because that is going to stress me out. And I'm gonna get bad reviews from some people because people just aren't gonna like it, and that's fine. It is, but it's gonna kick me in the teeth, and I just don't want to do that. Maybe I'll change my mind in like a couple decades, but I just want to write because I enjoy it and because I'm good at it, but also because, do you know what's happened since I stopped writing? Is that my vocabulary and my ability to form coherent sentences has drastically diminished in both text and speech. It really has. Like, I've forgotten... Like, I flub so much now, and I miss being coherent. I miss knowing shit about words and how to put them together. Because it is like any other thing, is that you gotta keep the wheels greased. It's not like riding a bike. Actually, it is. It is like riding a bike, but you gotta start it again for it to be like riding a bike. You gotta, yeah. You see what I mean? I need to form sentences again. I need to write stories again. I need to write stories. Yeah, as for The Woman in the Brown Coat, that'll be out in November. I'm hoping to get a proof copy with all the updated typos and whatnot corrected, that is, before the end of April, which should be good. Mostly because I promised somebody that they'd read it before then, or by then. Well, I say promised. I think mentioned it once and then never again, but it's still in here and I'm still gonna do it. It's just gotta get here. I gotta email my self-publisher and say, hey, can I have a copy of it by the end of April, please? Your boy's going for a promotion this year. Woo! I can't read streak has helped with writing stuff for me, especially since I've been writing lots of docs for work stuff. I hope you get it. I'm sure you will. You're a very clever man. But yeah. I just gotta check something. Because I'm tired. I feel like I was going to say something, but I've forgotten what it is. Or, I'm just having emotions again. Emotions! You can control them, it's just bloody difficult. Alright, fingers crossed for a stitch. Indeed. Kind of have to persuade my work to reorganize staff and to get promoted, so it's going to be a Herculean task. I am sure you are more than up for it. Oh, this is going to be kind of a personal question, but Watered, how do you feel about surprises? I promise it's nothing terrible. Or stupid, I promise. And I feel like I should have DM'd you this. Yeah, probably. Well, again, it's not like something or other, she says helpfully. Depends on the surprise. Ugh, that doesn't narrow it down. Like I said, it's not bad or stupid. I'm also not even sure it's a surprise because we have talked about it before. How good is your memory? I know these questions are really cryptic, but I promise they're going somewhere. Hopefully. I'm very sleepy. To be honest, I'm always sleepy. That's literally, it's written on my mug. Well, kind of. Close enough. I should get in line to the sleepy range. Okay, I'm gonna stop asking stupid questions and just say... Maybe I should DM you this. Sorry, I'm being an absolute fruitcake again. It's, like, I have difficulty discerning sometimes what's okay to talk about. That sounds like real questionable. I've replaced your car with a bag of angry anteaters, kind of surprise. No, not that bad. What's the memory of an elephant he saw it once? Okay. I don't personally like being surprised, so I'm not going to inflict surprises on anybody else. You guys are killing me. Alright. This isn't a surprise. We've talked about this. I feel like that's not technically illegal in and of itself, but I'd love to see that police report. It would be a very baffling police report. I might still, okay, I'm not gonna, it'll be a surprise when I give it to you. And it's gonna be real dumb and like tied up with a ribbon because I'm a real weirdo like that. But I'm gonna give it to you at some point. I'm just not telling you when. I don't know how to talk to people. Have you noticed? Oh, has anybody noticed that yet? Has anybody become aware of the fact that I don't know how to talk to other human beings? That's literally it. I don't know why you wouldn't have liked that surprise, and now I feel bad for telling you. I don't think you would have disliked that as a surprise. Oh no, why did I do this? Why? I still remember your response when I suggested it, and it was by no means in any way negative. So I was just like, maybe he'll hate it. I was just like, why would he hate it? Dude, I don't know how to do things, okay? I don't know how to talk to people. I don't know what words mean. See, this is why I need to write again. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing with my life. Okay. Okay. Do we want to play something tonight? It is almost 9 o'clock. We still got like... At some point in that entire thing, I bashed my elbow. I don't recall it, but now it hurts. Does anyone remember when I bashed my elbow? Oh, cute Toby. My goodness, why are you so handsome? Mwah. Love that boy. But yeah, he does talk them lettery things. Lettery things. Man, I miss prose. I miss writing. I miss being a coherent human being because I was one. What? You guys are killing me. Okay. 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 We're doing the wheel. We're doing the wheel. Alright, I'm actually gonna play it, strategic like. That's a whopper! It sure is. Okay. Let's play some Dorf Romantic, and I'm gonna play it properly this time, because I played it, what do you call it? On creative mode, and that actually wasn't very fun. Because it required literally zero thinking, and while I am... I don't know where I'm going with this. I don't know where I'm going with much of anything. I just talk a whole lot of shit, have you noticed? I just talk shit. Now let's, what's the music like in Dorf Romantic? Why does it keep doing this? Why does it keep doing this? Why? It's been doing this today, and I don't know why. And then I can't get the other buttons. Why is it doing this? Why is it doing this? I do not know. Alright. You know, a part of me thinks that Dorf Romantic may be a bit too chill. Sometimes you need chaos. Sometimes you need chaos. Oh look, my little chaos agent. Hello, cute boy. Why are you so fucking cute? Why is he so cute? Why is he so cute? I'm still trying to figure out what kind of game we play around here. Toby, you're not helping me. I'm not sure I want to play Dorf Romantic. Well, let's at least give it a... Wait. Should we? Maybe if I don't want to play a game, we shouldn't play it. What do you guys think? Yes, I'm putting this on you guys. I am doing that. I am not taking responsibility for this choice. I'm making you guys do it. Toby, is this how doing... He does this a lot. You do this a lot. I'm bad at making choices. Woo! If you don't want to play it, don't play it. That's a good idea. Spin again! Okay. Spin again! How much of this do I actually want to play? Oh, for goodness sake. It just turns out I don't want to play games. It just turns out I don't want to play games. I am so tired and my throat hurts. This was a terrible idea. The wheel seemed like a great idea at first, and now I'm just like, I don't want to play any of this stuff. Ah, why can't I just... I can't even make decisions when the decision is made for me. I'm so angry with myself. I don't know what I want to do. I am thoroughly indecisive. My arm hurts. I must have bashed my elbow. I'm actually going to look at my Steam library because I am completely at a loss. Oh, fuck. Are you serious? I don't know, man. That's also not... How do I... I don't know what any of this means. I've never played Wordle before. No, it's just a suggestion for something non-gaming. Well, to be honest, on that front, I should do Duolingo, because that's another thing I should be doing is Spanish lessons, because I haven't done them in months either. Yeah, that's what I thought. So T is right. And okay. The thing is, I'm really not as smart as anyone thinks I am. I don't know words. I can't think. The only things I can think of are words that have A here, but they don't. My brain. Do you ever get an ad for that mobile game that's like a series of letters and you have to draw lines between them to make words up? Even at the height of my writing, I found that game difficult. Like, sometimes your brain... Also, it's worth noting, I'm not terrible at spelling, but I can't actually spell things out, and if people spell things out to me, my brain just don't take it. My brain just scrambles everything. Like, you could spell the word "the" out loud, and I would still struggle with what you were trying to spell. Yeah, it's a good idea, but oh my gosh, why am I at such a fucking loss? Oh, who plays games anyway? Is some kind of nerd? It's like my brain just ain't working. Yeah, I've been struggling with that lately. My brain just stops working. It just, again, I need to do something. Chess. I fucking hate chess. I'm sorry. I can't stand it. I mean, chess you're absolutely meant to use your brain for. And my brain ain't working, so definitely not. I haven't gone live for a few days because I haven't had a clue what to do. I feel that vibe. That requires no brains. Okay. Chess website. Tell me. We're gonna do this. We're gonna try and play chess. Bearing in mind, I have not willingly played chess or even unwillingly played chess in about 20 years. I have a feeling he might not be telling the truth. I already have no idea what's going on. What does any of this mean? I really am smooth brain, huh? I mean, it's fine. Just a sudden realization. Those are the time controls. Oh, no. This is way too complex. This is far too complex. I just want a chessboard. I just want a simple chessboard where I can move pieces and someone else moves a piece. Whether that person is real or not, not really. Don't really care. This is a lot. And I'm still on Dorfromantic. I'm also still on that. I'm going back to just chatting. Just temporarily. Jeez, the wheel used to be foolproof and now the wheel kind of sucks. But I think that's just because I'm bad at choosing games. It's like I want to play something that has enough engagement for me to stay goofy and kind of at least semi-entertaining, which Dorfromantic isn't. I find that with games that kind of chill, that is the sort of game I would just play by myself. Because it's like, I feel like it would be the perfect thing for me to play if I'm dreading or waiting or both for like a phone call. Like if somebody says, hey, I'll call you at 4 p.m. and it's like noon, I'll be like, alright, I'll just play Dorfromantic for the next 4 hours because I won't be able to focus on anything else. Like, that's the kind of game Dorfromantic is to me. So, I'm gonna take that off the wheel, like, permanently. I'll just play that when I'm dreading something. And like Heaven's Vault, great story. Absolutely love the word puzzles. However, fuck ton of dialogue and my throat hurts. So, not great for today. And I did take it off, and then I put it back on again because I can't stick to any decision that I make. Again, Fall of Porcupine, love that. A lot of dialogue, that I have to say. And my throat hurts. I kind of want to only play Skyrim or the Outer Worlds like once a month. Which I have already done so both this month. Which I should also take off the wheel. Oh, making choices is hard. I feel like streaming used to be a lot easier. Yeah, Tobes. He'll just come and go. Those chill games can be good background activity when I have a good long talk with chat, I reckon. Well, I wish I'd thought of that when I started the stream, because I feel like I'm all kind of talked out. I've talked about everything I needed to. Like, at least that I remember. I can almost certainly spew out some more ramblings before then. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Okay, that was the other thing I was saying. Is that, about the rage, the tilt thing, my relax sound alert, and, like, getting tilted about games. Like, I do, in part, like, definitely want to play games that I haven't played before on this channel, because otherwise we're just stuck playing the same thing forever. That's not what I was trying to say. My throat's really going. I'll have to stop for a cup of soon, but that's fine, because I'll be feeding Tobes in about 10 minutes. But what I need to do is chill the fuck out. And I'm serious. I need to chill the fuck out, and I need to just be like, okay, that game wasn't for me. Which for Moonlighter, when we streamed it, I was just like, I'm not getting into this, and that's fine, but it's not for me. Granted, that stream had its other problems, which is already talked about that. But I do want to try playing other games, and I think the problem I have is that half the games I want to play, I'm not good at. And I'm finding it real hard to train my brain to do things it hasn't done before lately. I just wish more games had, like, voice acting. Like, that's the main thing. I kind of wish games just had more voice acting, because boy, is my throat painful. So I still have gum that I should have been chewing, because that, like, promotes something or other. Saliva? I don't know. And sometimes it is just nice to just sit and talk. Oh, that was the other thing that I immediately forgot to talk about, started and then talked about something else, is, my sub goal is for a music stream, and by music stream, I mean a proper music stream, and the reason it's so bloody high is because I feel like it'll take a while to get there, and that's because I need that time, because this stream that I'm talking about, the one at the end of the sub goal, will be with me singing not a cappella, but solo with instrumentals, and I need the time to practice, because I haven't done that before. Not by myself. Oh, what a handsome man. Very handsome indeed. We have some sort of AI tool that would read dialogue for you would be handy for streamers. It can. It's like I like doing the voices, but I forget what they are. And there's usually a lot of dialogue in games that don't have voice acting, which is kind of dichotomous, whatever one of those. I think I might do that thing. She says helpfully. That's some really good chewing gum. It's nice. I like mint. Don't freaking swallow it. Toby did not like that at all. Should have seen a look on his face. Wasn't helpful when I started laughing in his face. It's like I want to play new games. I'm very inconsistent with my voices when I'm reading dialogue. Yeah. It's like, oh, it's this character again. How do they talk? Don't remember. Yeah, I think part of my problem with games is like what I was saying before, is that it's like a very, not like super specific, but quite specific control scheme. And if I am presented with something that I don't fully understand, like a new control scheme, I get quite impatient with myself quite quickly. And also with the game. Like I tried playing 20XX, if that's how you say that. And it was one of those games that you could use a controller, but it was like quite a wide gap to jump And it's like, you gotta press these 3 buttons in a particular order. Like, perfectly. Or you will die. And I'm just like, I can't do that. I can, after maybe a dozen attempts, get across one of those jumps. And then it's like, here are more of those jumps. And it's just another dozen attempts before I get it right. Because it's like, you gotta press them in this right order at the right time. And I'm just like, that's not fun for me. And that is a phrase I've uttered a lot on stream, is this is not fun for me. And that was a problem, one of the problems I had with Turnip Boy Commits Tax Evasion, because that game, it looks like super heckin' fun. And it's so goofy, is you literally just play a derpy turnip who commits tax evasion and other things. And the first, like, couple of hours of it was fantastic. It was so fun. And then, but yeah, that's the thing, is it then drops you into an area where it switches out your weapon for a slower one, and it drops you into an area where your controls get inverted and enemies mob you and stunlock you. Like, that was a lot of 180 switch ups to gameplay in a very short amount of time, and that stopped being fun really fast. Like, I like games that stick to a particular control scheme, like, from the start, and have it a manageable control scheme. So I feel like there's still, like, a lot of gatekeeping in video games. Like, some people still scoff at accessibility options for games, calling, like, for, like, babies and, like, scrubs and all that. And, I think that's also in control schemes. Like, it feels gatekeepy to me. If I can't wrap my head around this, then I can't play this, and therefore I am gatekept from playing this game. Gatekept. Whatever. And there are some things that you can get better at. I mean, when I first started playing Hades, I was rubbish at it. I was really bad at Hades when I first started. I was really bad at Cave Blazers when I first started that. I never actually beat Cave Blazers, but I did a hell of an unlockathon. Hades I've beaten. I've been playing at Hell mode, and I'm as good at Hell mode as I was when I first started playing it on normal. So there is... Ah! Oh, hail the ding. Like, games that have learning curves are great, but games that gatekeep you from the off are not. Universe has blessed us with 23 dings already. How is it 23? Oh, that's wrong. Oh, to be honest, that's actually fine, because it probably has been that many, if not more. What I didn't do was, I just copy-pasted the formula from a different counter and didn't reset the number. Didn't reset the value. But that's partly because I thought I already made that counter and then realised that I hadn't and had to remake it. So, yeah. But that's fine. We've had a lot of dings here. Thank you for doing that, Stitch. But yeah, there's just like... And there's some games that I really want to play, but I'm so afraid I'm going to be rubbish at, and it's just going to... Which, I got given a game for Christmas. And the thing is... It's a Metroidvania, and I'm not very good at Metroidvanias. And a part of me is so afraid to play it on stream, because I'm so afraid I'm just gonna suck at it and get frustrated with it. And with myself. I feel like I need to play it off stream, but considering how much I actually focus on what's going on off stream in games, or any other actual form of media except maybe books, I feel like I won't be doing it justice. So either way, I feel like I won't be doing it justice any way I play it. Choices. I don't know how to make them. I think what I need to do is just fill the wheel, like all the way to the bottom, just fill it with games. You say that, but I might. But it's that, it's the might. But I also might not. I'm gonna see how long it takes to install it. While streaming? 4 minutes, 3 minutes. Okay, I'm gonna put a bunch of games on here because I just want to keep our options open. Keep our options open. Is there a way to make this big? Is there a way to make this visible, more to the point? Because this will be right behind my freaking camera. Okay. Because I have my Steam library like split up. Thanks. Welcome back to everybody else. If you took a break, you need to stretch, get drink. I got water. Drink of Kings. Actually, it's more like drink of... Who drinks water? Like, typically. I feel like that's a really stupid question, never mind. The way I've organized my Steam library is into, like, genres. So I've got action games. I've got a bunch of April Fool's games, which are just kind of silly games that I can play on April Fool's. Chill, cozy, cute, city builds and tactical sims, co-op games, Halloween games, hidden object games, platformers, puzzle games, retro games, roguelikes, story games, and AAA games. Ideally, what I would like to do is have at least one game from each of those genres. Good point, Candle. On the wheel at any given time.
I'm getting ready to take the long dirt nap.
Right, I'm off to do some 3D modelling. I want to print me a Majora's Mask. Go for it. Enjoy your lurk, Stitcheroonie. It was good to see you. Can we get a shout out for Stitcheroonie, please? And thank you. I'm also not sure I've actually arranged these properly, but whatever. Thank you. Okay. I've kind of gone off AAA games. I kind of stopped playing shooters. Like, I tried to play Borderlands 2 on stream. I got so bored, which is crazy because it used to be like my favorite game. I also just don't think I feel like LA Noire should actually be in it's such a goofy game, but I also don't think it's funny enough to be an April Fool's game. I have 2 Metro games. I have Mass Effect. I have a lot of games that I just haven't played. And the great thing about Mass Effect is that it's all voice acted, which is great. I have 2 Sniper Elite games. I still have Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, which I got stuck in that one temple and I never went back. I have Titanfall 2, which I think is also like a co-op game. I vaguely remember talking to somebody about that being co-op. Oh, if ever I... Okay. If ever I refer to something on stream that I've talked to somebody about in private, I will typically not name drop anybody. Just because, I don't know, I can't seem to figure out what's good to talk about in public after having talked about it in private. I mean, some things are bloody obvious, but I also feel like co-oping Titanfall 2 is not a super private thing to discuss on stream. But then I mean, I think briefly, very briefly discussed maybe even playing through Resident Evil 5 and 6 on stream at some point. Maybe not on stream. I don't know. We talked about it. I don't even own those games yet. I have Grand Theft Auto 5. I have never played this. It just sits here. I've got God of War, which I played 5 hours of and then never played anymore. I've got the first 3 Far Cry games. Fallout 3, Fallout 4, and Fallout New Vegas. I've got the first Crisis. I have Control! I mean, I did raise all 3 of those games a few years ago. You did! You did. I don't know, man. Maybe Resident Evil 5 and 6. Full disclosure, I hate Resident Evil. I say hate. I dislike it. Mostly because I just think the stories are just kind of ass, but I think with 5 and 6, everybody thinks they're kind of ass. I've also never played any, so I feel a bit dirty saying that I hate them. I just... Oh my gosh, stop being so handsome! But yeah, like Resident Evil is like one of those franchises. I will never play the first one. To be honest, I won't play the first 4. I just won't. I won't play 7 either. I might play 8. Might. But I'd call up Resident Evil 5 and 6, sure. I also own Bayonetta. There's so many games I would like to play, but I'm also so scared of playing them because they're all so wildly different. And I'm just like, what if I suck at them? But also, what if I don't suck at them? And even if I do suck at them, at least now I know. That is the greatest mentality you can have. Jump the shark? I don't even know what that means. But then I don't know what most things mean. I'm smooth brain. I kind of want to play Control. That has voice acting too. Oh, what is this? This saxophone. Alright. I've got nothing installed from action games, but I'm thinking... I have absolutely no idea. Okay, I'm gonna try and make this smaller. So it's not... Why can't I move you, Steam? Steam! I can't move Steam. I can't do anything. Why? Jump shot completely changing within a franchise to a point is completely absurd. Ah. Okay, for some reason I can't move Steam. I think I blame Stream because I think it's like a... I don't know why I can't move it. Can you see it? Kind of. Like, these are my action games. I can't move it. It won't let me. I have both Hotline Miami games, and I know I'm gonna suck at those. Maiden and Spell looks really, really fun. Oh, for fuck's sake. It also, like, I love the art style. Like, the cutesy cartoon anime shit. And it's a bullet hell, which I'm probably gonna suck at. Oh, something I completely forgot to mention before when I was talking about scheduling is that I took Thursdays off our stream schedule because I was having astronomy meetings a lot and having to cancel the streams. But I honestly, typically, only have astronomy meetings like once a month and only for 6 months out of the year, and they're not even consecutive 6 months. However, because I'm trying to cut down on how much time I spend at my desk, I'm probably not going to reintroduce Thursday streams at least until the summer. Failing that, not until I move to Bristol. I'd say whichever comes first, but I'm pretty sure summer 2024 is going to come first. This looks cute, but I'm scared. Why am I so scared? Stop being scared. I said I was going to stop being afraid. I said that. Right. Anything here about gameplay? 8 cute maidens. Nice. Story mode. Nice. JRPG battle theme. I don't know why I'm having so much trouble reading. Might be the word thing. Yeah, nothing about control schemes. It should be mandatory to include control schemes. But you know what? Shank also said that it supported my Xbox controller, but it didn't. Okay, you guys in chat, out of this list, what jumps out at you that you'd like to see me try? And I know you can't see all of them, so if you'd like me to scroll at any point, or better yet, I could just do that. If anything jumps out at you that you'd like to see me play, let me know. I don't know. But I do just want to try a bit of everything so I can at least get somewhat good at everything. Like, marginally good. And I kind of miss having a Discord server where I can just put out a poll. I mean, I could do that on Twitter, but literally nobody pays attention to my polls on Twitter. Metal Slug could be fun. Yeah, that was one that I had on my mind. Anything else? This might actually end up just being a just chatting stream, but that's for fuck's sake. How? Why? Okay. So close, yet so far. Thank you. Hey. I'm not actually sure how many of these are that silly. But if we were, and I do want to do something for April Fool's Day, so usually I'm off the internet on April Fool's Day, but I'm thinking, just do a stream on April Fool's Day and play something stupid. Or something ridiculously rage-inducing, like Urban Trial Tricky. Which of these jumps out at any of y'all that you might want to see me play on April Fool's? And much like any other choice, the first person to put it in chat wins, because I have no patience. I might actually fix the ding thing, because it's gonna be too on par with the spook counter otherwise. I actually don't know how to fix this. Interesting. It all says the same thing. Okay, I'm putting Metal Slug on the wheel. Alright. West of Loathing is sticking out to me, but that's one that doesn't have any voice acting. I feel like Monster Pump isn't really an April Fool's game, but that's my opinion. Yeah, I did think some of them, but it's funny. Like games that are funny. And this game is funny. Or at least as far as I remember. And I don't typically play dating sims. Like, silly games or funny games, basically. Games that I would play, because even Thief Simulator. I just find that game a bit goofy. Oh yeah, don't take my organization of my Steam library too literally. It's probably a good piece of advice. I can't make this smaller. Also, I don't know how to define things. It doesn't help that even the games themselves don't know how to define themselves, considering half the tags that is user-defined tags. So it's not even the game devs that are defining their games on Steam. It's literally everybody else. We could play more of this. This game drove me fucking bananas last year. But I do feel like 3D jumping puzzles is something that I need help on. I need like practice. And since we've already started it, might be a good one. Oh, I completely forgot to actually mention when everybody was here that we have new emotes. I didn't know how to animate the high one, so Toby, stop standing near me. You don't like the smell of the... He doesn't. I'm sorry, baby. Oh yeah, the okay hi one actually replaces our hi emote. Could be worth the reason, but I ain't. Okay, fine. That solved it. Chill games. Power Sim is chill, but that's also under the other thing. The other thing. Co-op. It's under co-op. Abzu. Also Bear and Breakfast. Also Cat Quest. Oh, there's too many. There's too many, my heart. Frog Detective! There's too many, help me. Absu 100%, okay. I mean, you got me that. I remember that. It was back when I put... It's back when I had games on my throne wishlist. I'm gonna put that there. Absu goes under chill. See, I've got it sorted sort of into categories on my desktop. Oh, but it's also under cozy and cute. See, I lumped them all together. Cute, see? User defined tag. Oh my goodness, it's so cute. Look at this little guy. Look at that little guy. Oh my goodness. What a cute boy. Sweets. No, my goodness, what a cute guy. I mean, that's what it's there for. That's a really pretty map. Oh my goodness, look at that little intense face. Look at his little cheeks. Toby, you're not quite in the game because you're the wrong colour. Alright. Abzu is doing the thing. City builders and tactical sims. Oh, again... kind of a loose genre umbrella. Some of these I did end up redeeming from Yingle Gam after I put the keys into... Oh, not just because of the puns. Wasn't another counter I was going to make how many times I've told you to shut up after saying a bad pun? Maybe we'll leave that for Cat Quest. Or Cat Lateral Damage. There's a lot of games in here. There's a lot of games in here. Holy shit. And most of them I won't know how to play. Yay! I'm trying to see what jumps out at me. Maybe Marvel Snap. I want to play more CCGs. I've missed playing CCGs. I need to pick up... I need to pick up Slay the Spire. Also, have y'all seen... Hold on. Whatever. This looks like fun. That's not good. I might have conveniently... Did you miss out a word, or am I just... Might have remembered. Whatever, I want to play Spell Rogue. I want to play more CCGs. I don't know that. Oh, I just thought of the one. Where is it? Where did I put it? I probably put it somewhere dumb, like in story games. That's not what I wanted to do. Clapping. Why? What is one hand clapping? Oh my goodness, that looks adorable. I can't see it. Griftlands. I am moving that. It's not technically a tactical sim, but things that require me to use my brain go in this genre. And by use my brain, I mean actually like with numbers and stuff. She said helpfully. But yeah, I want to play Griftlands. Like, there's dialogue, and I don't think it's voice acted, but it jumps out at me. Marvel Snap. There's a lot here that I got mech. I got PC building simulator. I've got Elite Dangerous. I don't know really why that's in here. Okay, definitely not a catch-all. Like most of my, I don't know, Cthulhu Tactics. Ooh, turn-based. Ever since the last time I tried playing XCOM 2, I've been very wary about turn-based games. I want to play Griftlands. Ah! I get spooked very easily. Alright. Already got co-op. Not picking Horrorfest games yet. We'll stay out of the... Everything that's in the Jingle Jam collection games have already been categorized into other places. Offline play? Yeah, that's because these don't work on stream. Call of the Lamb. Might play that again. I did just kind of... I didn't make Metroidvanias. Thank you. I didn't make Metroidvanias its own category. I just lumped them all into platformers. There's a lot in platformers. I say a lot, that's actually not a lot. But things that involve me jumping onto ledges of any description, which is why 9 Years of Shadows is in here, and Hollow Knight. And we've already picked 9 Years of Shadows from there, so... Products received for free. Puzzle games. Puzzle games. These are the ones. These are the ones that I am somewhat scared of. Tales of a Neon Sea. Yes, that is kind of a... Yeah, puzzle games also include point and clicks, because I'd not be very good at those. What is this? What is this? Sudoku for cat people? I don't remember picking this up. Oh, it's a Dev Cats game. That might be interesting. This is also quite a cute... I think it's also sort of a kind of hidden object game. You gotta like spot the differences. None of the pictures are working. There they are. Oh, it's very crowded. Oh, that's very cute. 3D fantasy adventure puzzle game, riddles, perky creatures. Tangled by a rowdy cat. Is that you? Boop. Right, conveniently. Okay, so that message you sent in chat with the kappa. Is there a word missing? Because I feel like I'm missing something. Am I conveniently... Is there meant to be a word between conveniently and about? Just curious, because I can't seem to wrap my head around that one. What is this? Ah. Helltaker was a short game about a sharply dressed demon girl. Alright. Toby, stop sniffing the chewing gum. You don't like it. I'm not mad at you, you silly boy. Just stop. What did you... That is extremely ironic. I got a question. I definitely own Rusty Lake Hotel, and it's not in here. No. Where are you? Oh, Horrorfest. It's kind of a spooky Halloween game. That makes sense. That makes sense. Which is this? That's adorable. That's so cute. We could try Zodiac cats. Zodiac cats. Look, someone got me a book called The Importance of Being Idle. I haven't opened it yet. It's been several years. I mean, relatable. Watch it. I may never have said this before, but... And I probably may never say it again. Nor even admit that it's anything I've ever said. But please don't stop the puns. I secretly like the puns. My chat doesn't feel right without the puns. Toby! Toby keeps getting a big breath of peppermint air and he's just like, why? It's because you keep sticking your face in my face. That's why. What's Figment? Cute. Does anyone know anything specifically about any of these puzzle games and what might be a good place to start? I think Little Inferno, maybe? I mean, this is true, but I don't know. I don't want to ever make you feel like you can't make the puns. I'm thinking Little Inferno to start us off with. No, this is also a funny one. I mean, it's about setting things on fire, and I do feel like doing that on occasion. Sure. I'm installing a lot of games. It's fine. I've got 7.515 terabytes free on that one hard drive, so yay! Little Inferno was fun. Figment I kind of liked, but there's something slightly buggy about it. Do you mean like gameplay wise, like it was a bit janky? Plain annoying. Like the music in the air is very creative, but I keep getting stuck in planning plateau. Ooh, because of a bug. Yeah. That is a little disconcerting, but it's fine. Kind of just think here. Next is retro. I'm actually gonna leave that because the only thing I can think of there that I really, well, I'm not gonna leave it, but I personally, you guys, if something stands out that you'd like to see me try there, go for it, tell me. But if it's Oblivion, I'm gonna leave it until we finish Skyrim. You know, when I'm like 60. Because that game is fucking long. And I do kind of want 100% it. But I also feel like it's going to take me a very long time to do that. Cute boy. So I've got 4 Doom games. Not including the... Wait, is that the 2016 version? Yeah, this shouldn't be in there. This should be in AAA. Also, if you see games in AAA that aren't actually AAA... I don't actually mean AAA, I just mean, like, games that everybody knows the name of. Don't harangue me about the way I organize my Steam library. That's all I'm asking. Meow! I've heard Return to Castle Wolfenstein is really good. I played Quake. I say played. I was 2 years old, so I probably wasn't in control. I think my older brother was playing. But that's one of my earliest memories of video games, is Quake. And I remember being amazed when I think my cousin came round and we were playing it, and he walked through a puddle of blood. Then, like, turned around and was like, look, it left a bloody footprint. And we were all so amazed. Oh, the evolution of video games. So this is the original Doom. I have definitely never played most of these. And by most of these, I mean, I think I maybe played like a little bit of this before getting really confused. Because I was like, I thought it was gonna be like AVP 2, which it kind of is, but it was also like my mentality was I just want to play AVP 2. I think that was my mentality. And that game you just can't find anywhere, which is insane to me because it's so good. That's like one of my best memories of growing up, because I don't have many. I fucking hate my childhood. Was playing AVP 2. I played through the Marine campaign probably dozens of times. Same with the Predator campaign. I only recall finishing the Alien campaign once, but only because it was bloody difficult and I kept getting lost. It was like all the vents that you have to go through. I was so confused. But yeah. Any here that stand out that... I dropped my chewing gum in my shoe. I also got new shoes. I seem to just have a real thing for leopard print. I don't know. I don't know if we're ready for retro yet. Maybe. I'm not... Like, maybe Quake. I have tried playing Quake, but I wasn't very good at it. My sister's really good at it. What have I got here? I do want to play Rogue Heroes again. I played the demo for that. The demo for that was one of the first games I ever streamed on this channel. And so, yeah. And we're still going with Hades. Hades is still a thing. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Right. This is not the old one. This is... I haven't played it in a very long time. Well, I kind of just want to play Control. I really do. I don't actually have anything installed here. But yeah, I have a lot. I tried playing this, but my laptop was shit, so it didn't work. Thank you. I kind of would only want to play this for the multiplayer value. But I think you have to play a certain amount of it before you can even unlock multiplayer, which just seems kind of mean to me. I would love to play Mass Effect. I've heard so many good things about Mass Effect. It was one of those games that I started watching someone play, and then I was like, I don't want to watch anymore, I want to play this myself. And then, of course, I never did. 2013 Tomb Raider is superb. Okay. Shall we do that one then? My next big game? It's Tomb Raider. I might suck at it. I'm going to tell you something. This is for all of chat, but also... I think, Voyage, you were like my first proper like regular viewer. And I remember you came in because I was playing Grim Fandango. And because that was my first point and click, I wasn't very good at it. And the more time went by, I was like, I don't think I could play this. And a little part of me was just like, if I stop playing this, is he going to leave? Like, it wasn't like enough of a fear that I was just like, I'm going to force myself to play Grim Fandango. It was like, no, I actually can't. And I'll just deal with it. If he goes, it's fine. Some people do be like that. Some people like follow someone for a particular game, and if they don't play that game, they don't watch. It was just a thought I had in my head. But I haven't left yet. This is true. I mean, I've been streaming 3 years, and you've been here at least like 2. Well, actually, you've been here for 25... Actually, no, you haven't been here for 25 months, because I remember weird things. You were here for maybe 3 months before you subbed. So you've been here longer than 25 months. But that's still like 2 and a bit years. That's crazy. Time, man. It keeps passing. Yeah. I'm sorry I'm being so graphic with my chewing gum. I could be a lot worse. Okay, let's install Tomb Raider. Yeah, except the EULA. And that's it. That is, all that stuff. I'll add them to the incomplete thing when I actually start them. August 1st, 2021 was when I followed, apparently. Yeah, that. I don't think that was the... That was 7 days before I hit affiliate, before my first affiliate stream. And I remember rewatching that. It was an absolute clusterfuck. Because I tried to play Wings of Vi. And, well, that didn't go well. And I tried to play a scary game, and then I was like, I don't want to play this anymore. And then I got a headache because I was so nervous and so excited that my brain was just like, I can't take this anymore. And then I had to end early. But I think Stitch raided me. And I think you and a bunch of other people came in with the raid. Because I had, when I was rewatching it, I had the on-screen chat. And I was like, oh, what is that? Hello. But yeah. Right, yo-ho. I'm gonna pop back here. We've been through Steam Library. Make that small again. Tomb Raider. That is also story game, technically. No, I'll put it in a new category. Little Inferno. Puzzle game. Okay, now we gotta put all these games on the wheel. Abzu. Trying to see what I've already got on there. F, G. Riftlands. Lands of Shadows is on. Metal Slug is on. Cat Lateral Damage. Oh, I'm gonna save Cat Lateral Damage for April Fools, which isn't actually that long now. It's like only a month or so. Tomb Raider. And Little Inferno. Okay, so now we got a big... Yeah, don't play Wings of V for fun. It was really early in my time as a streamer, and even my time as a gamer, because for a good 10 years, I just vicariously gamed by watching people on YouTube, mostly because my laptop was just absolute garbage. And I was only able to actually afford a new one a couple of years ago. And I got a nice big brand spanking new PC. So I had no real idea what kind of games there were, how they played, beyond like FPS games. And I'd heard a lot about Wings of V, and I'd heard that people really enjoyed it. But I soon quickly learned the flip side, where a lot of people actually hate it. Because I think you're playing it, aren't you, Rob? I think you've mentioned it. I got spooked by my music. It's because I had it turned all the way up, because there were some damn good pieces in there. But yeah, this is our wheel going forward. Depends on who the fun is targeted at. The streamer, no, the like seeing streamer struggle, perhaps. I couldn't get past the first jump in the tutorial. It's always so sad when we can't make a tutorial. Yeah, I got it for Christmas, got to make it to the end. Is that a self-imposed rule? Because damn, that rule sucks. If I'm, like, hitting my head against the wall with a game, I'm just like, nah man, I'm done. I am donezo. Cute Toby is still really mad at me that I'm chewing so much chewing gum. Sorry, I forgot I was still on the wheel. Okay, we're not gonna play anything today. Wait, should we play something today? I think I'm gonna need to stop and get a cuppa if we are. I'm not tired, which is nice. All I have to do tomorrow is stream again at 7:30 PM GMT. So that's like good, like 21, 22 hours away. And yeah, so yeah, no more morning streams, no more daytime streams, and only streaming like 3 times a week, because I've been pushing myself too hard. Also, Techie, I'm sorry I left your Discord server. Don't take it personally, I left everybody's. I will be back. I need to practice separation from the internet. I just need to be able to be like, okay, get away. I just need to do a big getaway sometimes. But I would like to come back. Your Discord was very chill. I'm also just not very good at Discord anyway, so yeah. I'm going to sleep. Oh dear. Sorry, I did that thing where I went to Twitter and, well, I found this meme, so. call it relatable, if you like. You know, sometimes you need to reset. What I need to do is just start muting my Discord servers instead of just fucking leaving them, because I always regret leaving them, because it's like, why did I do that? Like, I didn't actually want to leave, I just needed to disconnect. And the way to disconnect, typically, is to not leave all of your Discord servers, it's to shut your fucking PC down. And then, after that, I didn't turn my PC on for 2 solid days. Don't worry about it, Discord's generally pretty quiet. Almost felt like I had a community for a short while there. Oh, you do. I love your streams, it's just so chill, and just such a nice person. Also, can we get a shout out for Techie, please? Because they're cool. They're a cool dude with a very cute puppy and much cute cats. Yeah, my throat hurts, but I feel like we can try something. Let's spin the wheel and see what it throws at us. Thank you. Oh my goodness. Who knew gum could make you burp so much? I sure didn't. Toby's doing something. Thank you. Alright, gonna jump back here and gonna spin the wheel. Let's see what we get. If it is a game that is like very talky, I ain't doing it. Oh look, it's a game that's very talky. We're not doing it. Stop clapping. Ooh. Sure. Why the hell not? And we will remove it for now, just so it doesn't land on it again. But sure. Let's give Tomb Raider a shot. Let's do it. Alright.